These candy cane 14s were sitting on eBay for quite some time now. I was able to get them for $25. They really just need a full cleaning all around. The white needs to be repainted. And last but not least, we're going to reglue the front half. The first thing we're going to do is take these laces out and put them to the side for now. Also, there were no insoles. Luckily, there's no hidden panels on these shoes, so whatever is inside we were able to knock out pretty easily. And to take care of the stains on the inside, we're using White Revive. Sometimes these stains could be really stubborn, so it's good to try and fight them early on. Using detergent and water, we're going to break down some of these stains. And for the bottoms, I usually just cut straight to the brass brush. My goal now is to agitate some of these stains on the inside. This is going to give the washing machine an easier job breaking it down. I'm just going to spray these laces real quick and squeeze out whatever we can. I also added the shoe trees. These are going to help give the shoes its original shape back. Inside the laundry bags they go, and these are going to go inside the washing machine. Cold cycle, 15 to 30 minutes. I left the shoes outside in the shade to fully dry, and after they're good, I took a fabric shaver and I tried to clean out all the lint on the inside. I found these cheap insoles on eBay for like $9, so this is what we're going to roll with. So one thing I didn't know was that the previous owner tried regluing these, and I think he used crazy glue, and trying to take it off caused a little bit of damage. Luckily we can fix it though. We need to remove all this old glue that you see, otherwise we're gonna have a hard time regluing it back. These shoes don't line up properly, and that's because you have to glue them down in a certain way, so we gotta do the front part first. Following the original line, I'm applying 2 coats of Bard's Super Stick. Then we're gonna need this to cure for at least 2 hours. I try to make sure that I didn't miss a spot. So now I'm going to heat activate it and it should tack on instantly. Also, when you're regluing the sides, you gotta be careful. The midsoles have a tendency to warp if you use too much heat. My plan is to do this in parts. It's gonna take a little bit longer, but everything's gonna come together piece by piece. For now, we gotta let this cure. I'm gonna clamp this down, but I'm not gonna use a lot of pressure. You can also see how the sole is curved, so we definitely made the right call here. The same concept goes for the sides as well, but as I mentioned earlier, you gotta be careful with the heat. Being patient in this step really pays off. To take care of the scratching on the front, we can sand it down using some sandpaper. Some of the scratches were pretty deep, so I switched over to leather filler. Apply some, and when it dries, sand it down. The leather is already prepped and ready to go for a repaint, so I'm using Angela's flat white. I recommend sanding down the paint as you go. It's going to ensure that there's no brush marks. To match the red midsole color, I used majority red, a couple drops of violet, and then white to tone it down. I didn't have this color originally, but scarlet red looks like a pretty good starting point. Because of the finisher on the red, we gotta sand it down before we can paint it. For some projects, you might save a lot of time by painting on the finisher, so in this case, I'm using Angela's matte for the white and high gloss for the red. Make sure you shake the bottles well enough, and you paint on very light coats. To remove the yellowing, we can use Salon Care 40 and Saran Wrap. It's also going to lift some of these stains to the surface, which we can then clean off with acetone. Inside the unit they go for around 2 to 3 hours. The final step in this restoration is to polish them using tire shine. And then we can lace them up. There you have it, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you made it this far, please be sure to drop a like, and if you have any questions, feel free to drop them down below. Thank you once again, and I'll see you in the next one.